Just one day in the life of Queen Mary left a mark of pain for a lifetime. Queen Mary of Teck, the consort of King George V of the United Kingdom, is often remembered for her grace, resilience, and dedication to her royal duties. Yet, beneath her composed exterior lay a profound personal tragedy that would leave an indelible mark on her life and legacy. One fateful day in her life would come to symbolize both her strength and the pain that accompanied her royal existence, an experience that would resonate throughout her lifetime. A royal background. Born on May 26, 1867, in Kensington Palace, Mary was the daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Teck. Raised in the heart of the British monarchy, she was acutely aware of her position and the expectations that came with it. Despite her royal lineage, her early life was marked by relative obscurity, as her family struggled financially after the Duke lost his fortune. Nevertheless, Mary learned the values of duty and service, which would shape her character as she transitioned from a young girl into a poised royal. Her marriage to George V in 1893 solidified her place within the royal family, and she soon became a beloved figure among the British public. However, her ascent to the throne was fraught with challenges that would test her resolve and emotional strength. The fateful day. The day that would forever alter Queen Mary's life began like any other. It was a bright morning in July 1917, during a tumultuous period marked by World War I. The royal family had been deeply affected by the war, with many members serving in the military and the nation grappling with loss and uncertainty. As the day unfolded, Queen Mary prepared for a public engagement, a task she approached with her typical dedication. However, the atmosphere was heavy with tension. The war had claimed the lives of countless soldiers, and the royal family was no exception. That morning, Mary received news that would shatter her world. Her beloved brother, Prince Francis of Teck, had been killed in action. The shock of the news was staggering. It was not just the loss of a family member but the devastating reality of a world torn apart by conflict. The weight of grief. In the aftermath of her brother's death, Queen Mary was thrust into a whirlwind of emotions. The grief was not merely personal, it was compounded by her responsibilities as queen consort. She had to maintain a facade of strength for the sake of the nation, even as her heart shattered. The expectations placed upon her were immense. She was expected to embody resilience, to be the pillar of hope for a country ravaged by war. Mary attended public events, her smile often a mask for the sorrow she felt inside. She channeled her grief into her royal duties, working tirelessly to support the war effort and comfort those who had lost loved ones. But the weight of her brother's absence lingered, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the cost of duty. The ripple effects of loss. The impact of that fateful day extended far beyond Queen Mary's immediate grief. It changed her profoundly and influenced her relationships with her family and the broader royal community. The loss of her brother brought her closer to her remaining family members, yet it also instilled a sense of fear regarding the safety of her loved ones. With each passing day of the war, the anxiety over potential losses became a heavy burden. Mary's relationship with her husband, King George V, was also affected. While they maintained a strong partnership, the war strained their emotional connection. George was consumed by his duties as king, and the couple often found themselves navigating their grief separately. Mary's stoicism sometimes masked her pain, creating a chasm between them that was difficult to bridge. A legacy of strength. Despite the personal tragedy that marked her life, Queen Mary emerged as a figure of strength and resilience. Her brother's death catalyzed her commitment to charitable work and public service. She became a staunch advocate for veterans and their families, dedicating herself to various charities and organizations that provided support to those affected by the war. Mary's ability to channel her grief into meaningful action resonated with the public, endearing her to the nation. Her legacy as a compassionate queen solidified her place in history, even as the pain of her loss lingered. She became a symbol of endurance, embodying the spirit of a nation determined to rise from the ashes of conflict. Reflections on pain. As the years passed, the memory of that fateful day remained etched in Queen Mary's heart. Her grief transformed into a quiet strength, a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing loved ones. She often reflected on her brother's sacrifice, using it as a motivator to inspire others to serve their communities and support one another in times of crisis. In her later years, Queen Mary became known for her remarkable ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Her empathy and understanding stemmed from her own experiences of loss, allowing her to relate to the struggles of those around her. She became an advocate for mental health awareness, emphasizing the importance of acknowledging and processing grief. Conclusion. Queen Mary's life was marked by a blend of duty, resilience, and profound personal loss. The day she learned of her brother's death left an enduring mark on her soul, shaping her into the compassionate and determined queen that history remembers. While she faced the challenges of grief with grace, her journey illustrates the complexities of royal life, where duty often intersects with deep personal pain. Her legacy endures not only in the annals of history but also in the hearts of those she touched. Queen Mary transformed her sorrow into a powerful force for good, reminding us all that even in the depths of despair, the human spirit can rise to create a legacy of love, service, and resilience.